Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for Wednesday, May 18. So, I'm a little unsure about the European markets. The US markets, the move up that we're seeing here in the DAX in the US, we're looking at that as being a corrective rally and then moving down in the next session. Now, this one for the DAX, it looks rather bullish. So this would be the obvious bullish count that we're looking at here, where we would see a move above the 15,000 in that instance. So yeah, so what I'm sort of waiting for really, if I can just explain a few things, is that with the S&P 500, the move up, this is just a 100 tick chart. So with the S&P 500, I'm looking at an A wave, a B wave, and then 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here for wave 5 of C of 2, and then the market making its way down through this. Now, I could be wrong, and we could have the low in for the market here, and looking at the DAX, one would think that the S&P could have a low in place here. But I need to move with the evidence, and I'm happy to be long. I just need to move past this particular top here. I need to move past this A, B, and C wave here in blue. Now the C wave will be 5 waves of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 5th wave here. Once we move past that, we'll have a top in place, and then if the market's going to be bullish, it will take out that top and we'll be long at that point. It's really that simple. So once the top is in play, we either have a bear market coming down, and one would think that would bring the DAX down and the European markets with it, wouldn't it, you know? But obviously, if I've got the S&P wrong and we do have a low in place here, well, then we're going to keep going. But I'll know that we have the low in place if this top gets taken out. It's not a very clear count, this one here. So there's a clear account coming from the finance sector, the XFL ETF here. And in this case, you can see wave A here, nice wave B here. And then nice 1 and 2, a nice strong 3rd wave and 4th wave. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2 here, and then 3 and 4 and 5. So once again, once this is completed here, and the S&P will be the same, then we're looking for this to come down. Now, after 5 waves, the market will come down and find support probably at the last consolidation area here, and then if it's going to be bullish, it will push up from that point, and then we'll need to be long at that point. So I need to work past this A, B, and C wave here for most markets around the world. It's that simple. So I'm not going to make a decision on trading long in the DAX just yet. I need the S&P, I need the world to move together basically. And that's what I'm looking at this stage. So the S&P's got a top in the next session rather. And so that's why I really wanted to wait for this to top here. Now this dog leg down here, it could be counted in different ways as well. But normally if we get, I mean, you could count this as 5 waves over here, and you could also count it as corrective as well, by the by. But if you get a leg here, then after a correction to the 61.8%, then you'd get another leg of equal size over here. So it's in this instance, we can look at it moving up there, and we would take it as a B wave, because if I label this wave 1 here, this would be a really large wave 2 here, and it wouldn't make any sense. So that would be a bit of an issue. So it just means that we'd be in a larger correction. So we'd have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. So we can look at this on the intraday and have a look at how this can be counted as a bullish move, and we can look at it how it can be counted as a bearish move. But if it's going to be a bearish move and the US markets have got one more little move to move up and then they're going to move down, now I don't know that yet. I need to confirm that, because they could be in a bullish market too. But if that is the case and they move down, well, then the DAX is going to move down. So I just don't want to rush into this space just yet with this. This is at the 14,300, and you can see that it's reasonably, you know, something going on here with this, and it's also at the 61.8% from that high to that low to here. These other ones I won't get into just yet, but yeah, so the 14,300 as a support would be significant for the upside, but I really want to see how this finishes off. And if it is going to be bearish, well then how do you count this? Well, I've been scratching my noggin on that as well, and the best bet that I can come up with at the moment is this here, where we have a an ABC here for a W, and then an X, and then an A wave here, then an A and an ABC for the B wave, and a C wave here, going up for 5 waves here, and then moving down in 5 here to finish this leg off. So that's what I'm thinking, but I really don't know if we're going to be bearish or bullish for this market. I mean, my bias is to the bearish side, but I can see that the pattern here wants to be more bullish. So it's a tricky little thing, but I have to say I'm slightly bearish in my assessment of the global markets than being bullish just yet. But, you know, the DAX may just do its own thing and, you know, confuse me, which is not hard to do. So, yeah, on this basis here, we can just have a look at this, start honing in on this little space here just for a moment. And, I mean, it's pretty much the same with the stock 50 as well, you know. So if I was counting this up here in regards to, well, let's just bring the US finance back across. If I was looking at this as an A and a B and a C, because the DAX is moving in this particular way. It's moved up from this low. It's, you know, it's in the same sort of thing. So we could try to fit that in there at that. I mean, it wouldn't be a wave 2 at that point. Don't worry about that. But the A wave here, then an A and a B and a C for the B wave, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then going up for 5 here. And here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that first little leg there. Nice, powerful, strong third wave here, and the fourth wave here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just another little move to the upside here before that. If that pulls down in 5 waves here, then we're likely to have a bearish pattern at that particular point. Finding a support on the 4,300 would sort of send it a bit, would send it higher at that point. So look, I don't have any answers for all of this, but I do need this to top and then to finish so I can pick up the golden thread and find the next find the next trend in that regard. We can count this as 5 waves up as well. We should look at that. I'm just on 100 ticks here now, so where are we? 3, so probably 20 will be plenty. So if you're counting it up as 5 waves as a bullish move, well, it could be bullish and bearish the way I've got it counted, but wave 1 here with an A and a B and a C, and then all of the third wave to this point, and the fourth, and then the fifth wave coming in up here, and this will be a 61.8% of a larger trend at that point. So yeah, but it doesn't really mean anything at this point, you know. I mean, what one need to be bearish is I need the 14,000 as a retested resistance. So I really need to see the 14,000 across here. I need to see the market come down, bounce off it, come through, get stuck under the 14,000, and we can be short. Tomorrow we'll be looking to be short earlier in the game than this, but just on the outskirts, just looking at it like this for the time being. Yeah, so the stock 50 would be much the same, so I can just double count it here in terms of an A wave, a B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C wave, or I can just go look at this as wave 1 here and 2 over here, and then look at this as all of a third wave up here, fourth and a fifth wave to go at that point. So look, I'm just not going to call anything in at this point of the game. I'm just going to just allow the next session to come in, and then we're going to have a look at the turn. And you know, we're not seeing Asia at the moment with a strong move to the upside. I mean, one of the things that we normally sort of look at is that coming back to the S&P here, like the market started off really strong here, you know, and then if this is wave 1 here and wave 2 here, well, as a wave 3 here, it's taken its time a little bit. It had a nice move in here. There was some sort of announcement across the world and everything moved on that, but after that it's been really quite sluggish, you know. We know that, you know, some not good news coming out of the US in lots of different areas. So anyway, yeah, it's just not really following through on that strong move. They're very typical of an A wave to be strong and a C wave to be a bit lazier. So that's what we're sort of seeing there on that note. So yeah, and the FTSE is doing its own thing, but I can say that this is the top here. This move here is an A wave, a B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here makes a nice A wave. So this move here is actually corrective. So that means that all of this will be corrective, whatever it's going to be, and eventually we'll take that top out. So it's not the top or the end of the world or anything like that. This is a corrective move. And to look at it as an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave here, that could be the end of the market, and we could just go straight up from that point. But if the US has got another leg down, then we have to extend this correction out here. So an A and a B and a C wave for the A wave, and A, B and C up here for the B wave, and then down for the C wave at that point, and finishing down here and then making a move to the upside. So all I'm sort of doing really is I just need to wait for these markets to make a, you know, to finish off this move up here. They will correct, make a move, and then we'll just figure out what's what, and we'll pick up a short position at this point. For a long position, it'll take a little bit more. It'll take some type of ABC pattern to fall into place so we can go long above that top there, but a bearish pattern we can pick up earlier on all of this. So yeah, look, once again, I just need these tops here. I mean, there's a good chance that support is in for the DAX, because we're seeing, if I come over to the currencies now, you know, we were looking at looking at the DXY here. So we'll look at wave 3. We've got I kind of got a force wave 4 to be in over here. A little bit of a journey on all of that to there, but we did roll over. So in one way or another, we got to kind of fit that in there as a wave 4 and a wave 5. So if the S&P is going to push up, well, let's just talk about the DAX really, because if the we're looking for a low. This is the euro US dollar here, so we're looking for a low here, and yeah, a low in line with the DAX, and then seeing this push up. And at this stage, we're just going to look at it as an ABC to the upside. We can count it more than that a little bit later, so I'll come back to this. But this low here, pushing this up here, you know, is good for the it's good for the DAX and the European indices, and seeing the dollar top out here and push down will push the euro US dollar down, and this will also give support to the S&P 500 to push up as well. So all the markets are doing the right things to see a bullish trend, but I'd need to confirm it at this stage, and I won't look at this as wave 1 down here yet, or 2. I'll just go an ABC here. I want to see what we've actually got here first, because this top here can be the C of D of a much larger triangle, which we'll be looking at this week, or it can just be wave 3 and we'll go back for a wave 4 and then go further up at that point. So there's a few things that we need to look at here, but in the first instance here, the move down through here is counting as a 5-wave structure. It's not finished yet, and then we'll have a B wave and a C wave at this point, and we'll see what's after that. We can trade this down or something, but it's not such a big deal at this point. And the reason I'm showing this for is that a move down here will support the all the indices globally, really. So that's what we're sort of seeing. Now come back to the euro here. We've traded this. We've been trading it short in lots of different ways, and been doing really well out of it actually. So well, within reason, there's always room for improvement, but we shorted here and took some profit here and got out across the top here. And yeah, so what I'm looking for here now is that we want to get, if we get 5 waves up, we'll make life really easy. So I'm looking at wave 1 here and 2 here, and this will be the opposite to the DXY, and 3 and 4 and 5 may be in already here. And then we'll have 5 waves up there for the A wave. So it's this B wave that we want to catch coming back. So the B wave will be a little A, a little B, and a little C here for that, some sort of ABC pattern here. Because we get if we get 5 waves here and we can validate that, then we'll get an ABC and we'll look to go long on that B wave and we'll move up there. So there should be some equality in terms of length between wave A and wave C. So we should have a nice run up there. It may end up being a wave 3 up there as well. So I've just started to sort of pull this apart a little bit here. I need to sort of double check it. I can count 5 waves in this little first move here for 1 and 2 to this point. 1 and 2 here. I'm looking at this being 1 and 2. I understand you could probably push that across there, but when you study this, you can get 5 out of that. So I'd rather go with that. And then from wave 1 and 2 here, we're going up to wave 3 here. And in wave 3, we're looking for 1 and 2. 1, 2, and then we're looking for 3, 4, and 5 in that. And then in the third wave here, we're looking at 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third, the fourth, and the fifth wave to make the third, the fourth, the fifth, and yada yada yada. So that's probably can go in here now for that. Is that finished there? It looks like it probably is, and doesn't count very well. It doesn't really matter anyway. It doesn't matter if that's finished there or not just yet. It will just show itself shortly. But what we are interested in is looking at somewhere along the line here. We're looking for the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. This is the one, and then we'll build in long positions around here, and we'll build in long positions over here for this. So that will be our game tomorrow for the euro here. But I do need to go back over and check this just in case this is some sort of sharp ABC rally here and we're coming back down at that point. So I just need to double check that. But yeah, we should be able to get a nice safe trade out of that. So alrighty, so just recapping, and I'm just going to recap with the US finance sector here. So all we're looking for in the next session is another move higher and a top. And then from that top, we're just going to observe what's going to happen. And yeah, we'll see if we get bearish or bullish after that move. That will tell us, this little structure will tell us if we're going to be, once it completes, if we need to be bearish in the markets or bullish in the markets. And my bias is being bearish in the markets. So we've talked about short trade setups for lots of markets, so I don't need to go back over that just yet. But the euro is the euro market and the English market's a little bit of a puzzle that I haven't solved. So apologies about not having it sorted. I just can't see a way through it at the moment. But let's just let all those other markets finish off, and we'll pick up the pieces. Alrighty, thanks. Cheers.